Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Welcome. Today, we are zooming way, way out to look at the absolute foundational discipline of all philosophy, metaphysics. Originating as the study of what lies beyond the physical, metaphysics investigates the unseen, causal architecture of reality. It asks those really massive, ultimate questions about existence, time, and space, and what it proposes is that the tangible, observable universe we see around us, well, it's merely the resulting canvas of a profound, invisible framework of ultimate truth. To guide us through this vast landscape, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by looking beyond cold physical laws, then explore the cosmos's dual architecture and the mechanics of spiritual evolution. After that, we'll uncover the vital human exception, awaken the connected body, and finally, finish up with the final cosmic symphony. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Beyond Cold Physical Laws. When we look at reality, we so often fall for this illusion of cold physics. A cosmos operating like some chained, frozen cube, just ticking away entirely without direction. But when we shift our perspective to look at the living architecture of the universe, we find what philosophers call teleology, an ultimate purpose. The cosmos is absolutely not a random collision of indifferent matter. Instead, it's a deeply intentional structure moving toward a very specific destination. The absolute first cause of this universe isn't some random math equation. It's an explosive emotion of joy. It's a warm, resonant cosmic heart, actively seeking to share its light.
Now, recognizing that fundamental warmth really exposes the flaws in how we usually think about ethics. Think about Kantian formalism, for example. It demands strict duty, but it feels completely disconnected from the human heart. Actually, scratch that. It's almost like trying to hug a textbook. Or take utilitarianism, which treats human value like a literal math equation, using this calculating logic that can so easily justify alienating a minority. Ubugianism, on the other hand, sets up a necessary paradigm shift. It is the cure. We're talking about an ethic driven by a passionate cosmic love designed to completely dissolve our egoism.
Moving right along to Section 2, the cosmos's dual architecture. Notice how existence is neatly split between the causal mind and tangible form. On the subjective side, which we call sungsang, we have the invisible functional blueprint. Think of it like the mind, or to use a phase metaphor, like vapor. On the objective side, known as hyungsang, we have the visible material manifestation, like the physical body or solid ice. Every single element of existence, from a tiny pebble to a human being, is built upon this incredibly elegant dual pairing. Anchoring this entire dual system is a vital concept known as 심장, or heart. I want you to think of heart as the absolute cosmic engine. Just as physical forces like gravity bind whole galaxies together, unseen metaphysical forces govern our human existence. Heart is that unyielding force of ethical gravity. It's an explosive motive of unselfish love that actively aligns every single relationship in the universe toward perfect harmony. And here is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. Let's look at our astrophysics. That 95% of unknown mass in the universe, it perfectly mirrors this dual framework. The massive, formless, repulsive force of dark energy perfectly reflects sungsang, the spiritual, emotional energy accelerating cosmic expansion. Meanwhile, dark matter provides the invisible skeletal structure holding galaxies together, acting as the empirical projection of hyungsang. To put that into perspective, the physical universe you see through a telescope is quite literally built on this exact dual metaphysical blueprint. So, what does this mean for us over time? Let's get into Section 3, the mechanics of spiritual evolution. If we trace this 13.8 billion-year timeline, starting all the way back from the Big Bang, through the intricate formation of galaxies and stellar systems, we finally arrive at our present moment. And seeing it laid out like this reveals something crucial. The universe's evolution was not just a series of blind, random Darwinian mutations. Not at all. It was a painstaking, deliberate preparation. It was an immense educational arrangement setting the stage for a universe perfectly primed for life. And what exactly is it incubating? Well, it's incubating us. Our earthly lives are an ongoing process of spiritual engineering. The daily physical struggles, the interpersonal friction, and the ethical actions you take during your physical lifespan act as the ultimate forge. Your heart dynamically processes these physical actions, generating high-density, spiritual nutrition that powers your eternal evolution. It's like a cosmic workout for your soul. Which leads us to Section 4, the vital human exception.
I want to pose this thought-provoking question directly to you. Why are humans the only ones born unfinished? Think about it. The macroscopic universe is automated perfectly. A spider automatically knows exactly how to weave an intricate web the moment it's born, but we have to spend years of trial and error just learning how to walk without falling over. Why on earth is that? The answer lies in the division of responsibility. The number 95% represents cosmic grace. For almost 14 billion years, the Creator painstakingly established an overwhelming foundation of environmental provision, strict physical laws, and natural ecosystems. 95% of reality was built completely automatically for you. But the universe deliberately stops there. It leaves the final 5% entirely up to you. That's your human free will. Because the truly vital elements of a lived experience, true love, morality, and character, simply can't be put on autopilot. We are the autonomous keystones the universe has been desperately waiting for. Think of it as a massive cosmic scale. The 95% of automated cosmic grace on one side is perfectly balanced by your 5% of personal responsibility on the other. By actively filling our 5% through self-creation and ethical choices, we achieve the absolute equivalence and completion of the entire cosmic architecture. It's a true partnership. Let's see how this all comes together in Section 5, Awakening the Connected Body. For way too long, we've looked at existence through an outdated paradigm. We viewed reality as monads, basically isolated and disconnected fragments just drifting alone in a dark void. But the truth is much more unified. We are all interdependent nodes engaged in a beautiful, dynamic exchange of energy. We are inextricably bound by a universal prime force into a single, vibrant cosmic neural network. And this brings us to the ultimate metaphysical synthesis, the realization of the connected body. This is a state where the dualities of existence are no longer divided at all. The human being stands right at the center of the synthesis. We become the living, breathing mediators, translating the unseen ideals of the cosmos into a tangible, synchronized reality. Both the causal and resultant worlds end up operating together as a flawless, single organism. And finally, Section 6, the final cosmic symphony. How does this apply to our future? Well, consider artificial general intelligence. Even the most overwhelming silicon algorithms require our warm, subjective, moral intervention. By integrating the human moral heart, our sung-sung, with AI's cold computational logic, its hyung-sung, we form a perfect alignment. This transforms artificial intelligence from a potential weapon of disruption into a profound tool anchoring universal harmony. Which brings us to the neutral, unified body. The cosmos isn't just a static, cold silence. It's a dynamic, eternal waltz. The universe has been waiting 13.8 billion years, and that wait finally ends when human consciousness harmonizes perfectly with the cosmic mind to govern all relationships. As we wrap up, I want you to remember this concept. Metaphysics is not merely an abstract academic exercise. It is the ultimate blueprint for living. By mastering this unseen, causal architecture, you gain the profound ethical grounding necessary for your everyday choices, your physical labor, and your interpersonal relationships. It changes everything about how you live. Which leaves us with one incredibly powerful question to consider before we go. If the universe spent 13.8 billion years painstakingly building this immense, graceful scaffolding entirely for you, what are you going to construct with your 5%?